there's rice cookers, kettle, iron, Nininamono, Obi TV, Cassia, China Bolly, Obi Pecasia Boy, Diakosha. Make sure, said Brandon, a high sense. Ghana House dear was a 5 years warranty at the Chewoto, Naho Tichma, Nemfinshanum Nintremua, Fabra, Nanya Hoduma, Emfa Emma, Mekana Sansua, Tete, where Ghana Mabu,
and only year, you said that yesterday I've been young.
Very good.
And Moye did in the baby.
I mean, you can't say that.
And Mao deep when I'm winning at the bow deep.
Look at the boss and find young Quadao. Would you want to
or said up, yes, great for America.
Yes,
a buy and obey a focus. Wow, Eastern region, obey. What if years I buy and a jay.
That's right.
That's right.
Fresh from a form who I just say, oh, my ba, a ye. I've no Bedukmasi or more. A interchange.
Not number no pese.
Good. Na next rice na just say
am from any Ghana mo.
I know here pa boss.
Ghana mo
number near 0308 251 167 and 0545 773 449. Yes.
Na no and I'm so mobile in change. Osu betimi akọ
yes
na akoye
agent wa okwa no be kasa yi pa na wo so to ma
na ti no ni mo bia wo pe security adie
security won
on say you security na wo security
yes
na we de me madam for pa na wo be bie hospital kasi bi okrum ha na de ten say hospital no be bie no na nchemu say da hospital for na dan na sa security we ne be ma wono no wo no betena
okay
enye security ko fie bra ni bi wo security na ye ma ba bia atena
yes
na je say
ni I say Dennis Mukrum wo de ne bi professional one bi say how do you say this security wo ha
on sheda nya ibi enti
Sakapatam dia kamedia ka hu.
Say 24 hours.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just on out.
On out here.
Enye sa we ni binti mame manamba.
Egine dia nkompa.
Mame manamba. But your facility a o kwatena wa hwe wo pankro no.
Yes.
Na ehwa enti frame me ma number
no yes.
Wa wani je ho a we ni papa.
Very good. Here pa
boss. So phone we jai. Unga
baby ata inu no one fa number no debi na masa o te unko out wa hwa adwomo ya
ba te security why bi da be hwe wo ne ma bebu sansem why bi da also yes strong security bo hu na no abamobu obu ho a mo te yes we security a yes we no o chia na zagu na jigro be ka besne ko ye pe o mom rantie ne o ma bi da nti sin ayi mini awese onim number ya ba for number our friend is 0244 460 449 0244 460 449
minimum number no
wono adwuma asem
minimum number no pa
enti we dey
minimum
hospital kama
oh you need too much
yes
na
was I aficionado of this program
yeah on kind and odi no dwuma
yes
na maame no ne din ye tino ente we do say e china se na se edu se e commentary
yes
e wo pakike
very good
na ho na maame ese emvanto Oyerepa sports phone nyina anim se commentary na moko pakike Champions League na Pep Guardiola beje no angofo ya against enim team bi eni ngofo bi omo ya against omo ya dey atrebo no bebam
no dey no ba dey so jina hospital ya na
uja ya on yase nipa na mo so bi adwa
ko na team ni mo no e ho fo dom na si fo mpa o
sa mi de minim de
krom ho fo no
AC Milan fo
dabi krona team no
Pep Guardiola
team no Pep Guardiola team no be krona ho no jaja
ma me ne friend no Veronica Yeboa
good
okay Veronica wo New York CCA
yes
ono na se wato aponchi mu
eh
e dia ma Oyerepa sports queue no se mo be ye commentary no a wo de aponchene ma moawe ansa na ma ye adwuma no na ojeze mo antumi anwe a anopa no wo de aye fufuo asa aka ho so sia da no pansa no akọ asori enti on say this tie
ye be da na
na so o say wa pesa o da hobia so na say ya da around hobia ni facility nyina no
bia wotie
ono maame ne behwe
yes ya wo say mbia ye tie chiri wo ka bia ekwa ade no won bia ifi
ko dia ya ada so peka ska obeko obepeka ba so be so
da so because any babone for we are saying
na ska no ko bu ko mo
na untumi a oni ma poncheria oni ma poncheria also go hu doctor na
Tama ntino all roads
chief superintendent Mpianin birthday. So name of some Mpianin. Chief superintendent.
Because last time divisional commander. We are even no ka ho.
Na is a chief super no.
Yes.
Chief so one divisional commander.
Ruto Opoku papa no.
Only birthday. Oh nice man.
Opoku arifo no so e katachi. Enti no almost also wish no very well ayi. Msa osu don komo. School no akwa ni ama number. Number dia tuko munya se bia no wire.
Ba jo pass. Ye kin kan o mo.
Ye kin kan. Dey is our number that do. Me mo number is.
Me go school na me BJ 145.
Ti ya say na. My number.
My number say.
I don't know what you my number.
No.
BJ AK.
Since the money is simple. They say the guys that time in school, I'm visiting me. My member was all we have kwesi. The whole school we are over 800. Akwesi way. Oh, akwesi way.
And then ban.
And then oh, that's what.
No.
Sorry, be o fear or the friend. Then na about so we have kwesi. Akwesi e go back
kwesi. Na mu BJ no.
Yeah, say ko one number come in the house.
Enjoy unto akoy.
No, say ave na yet nan teacher.
Na e kwesi na mbodi.
Yeah, kwesi. Very description. Sa ni are but only say make 145 obi okopoko e bia ni say na mo simple. So unya car number na you go straight
to simple.
Onyaka ye be hu so form 1 or form 2 or form 3 and whichever level abo.
You hu ye a we e.
Ni bibia obi a.
Matias na me che say onzo komochia.
Me nko order.
Me makoda.
Komochia.
Order me.
O gba go yo ni pa.
O the number.
The number. E ho ko ka gwesi ya yin.
Na say
na practice.
Na wa kwa from so abende. Say kwa wo ye won for your money. This is your money number.
Na me kai.
Say kwa
for the omo mutimi nkasa de ni. Because no go we there lighter side. Opo pa for me.
Ana sabuto bola la.
Sabuto
boy.
Opo kwa there nice school. Yeah, tomorrow.
Say the pa kwa so.
Pa kwa so.
Fie kwa so. Unom na tie.
Ba go just open kan.
Ngan ba no be ko.
Na re school ni ho.
School.
Oh, so be ko.
Preset ko ho much more.
Omo win science and maths.
Na so go ya win bi.
So omo win kasi Real Madrid of science and ba for any line yanko. Obo for me school ba kwa ba for. Me pay ase me ko bi da manya. Me poma sempa.
Satam de londe call.
Me poma sempa. If I am guy me mra no guy meje number am tin.
Say the number dia won pay.
Number dia me pay.
All roads leads to Pakiki.
Yeah. I mean dey.
Who pay Champions League no. Papa hwe be bia obehwa wo be to na wani beje a ho. O pese we tie better commentary
so angoma so high tension no wa so ma yin konya na radio
set up no already
na
akunya ya time no
na omo chese ye be VIP section and the dem bet no full air condition.
Yeah, I know you
commentator on wo yes we dey no abonte dey o.
Yes, me say abonche cry no outside cry.
Why would you say yellow na mo?
Me nua
need that kono no.
Yeah. Na wo ye den ho.
So no one no.
Chief inspector.
Oh no yeah, on as say nkonya nyina. Ba for any headline we zaba.
Do or die tomorrow as NCC leaders led by Nana Kwame Dankwa will crash with patrons of Asante Kotoko circles on elections. But patrons insist 2 weeks or no elections. 2 weeks for elections or no Congress. Enti Tama.
The headline I don't know so.
Tama. headline you tro kese na de nketo na hia no de nketo na hia ho
oya no I buy lies.
Dr. Kwame Chey don't like me and he can't deny it. Na Acheampong san best out. Tama eno ade uja fokasa e. No de to bi gumu pa. Just say eno ade to say. Oh,
but it's okay say he will be surprised if doctor says only any problem. But I don't think so okay say he doesn't.
Now will be no problem for us.
No. But said area there could be a particular issue.
No, what problem there for us?
There could be a no. There could be an issue.
What's one in what problem?
If I have a problem with you, it doesn't mean I'm in Pewasem. Say oh my headline and I will quote you. And I say me no offend. No, you are quoting. What's headline? You quoted.
Headline is my headline. Headline is my headline.
No. But I say on the Oyerepa no. Or reference you or say Nana NY say Dr. Kwame Chey doesn't like me. Meaning it's from Nana and I'm saying he didn't say that. Me man sir.
Dennis.
He didn't say what?
Man me say.
Why say?
No.
But let me get okay no. Sa na me ti ase. Your okay no. Me just say Dr. Kwame Chey penasem. And the power say e be no one.
Tio, second who say obi say on ti ase. One reference NY say. And I can say he doesn't like me where your headline can mean kasa. But I'll say NYSC.
No, but
I'm saying that media material and so I say I will be surprised if doctor says he doesn't have a problem with me. It doesn't translate to I don't like you.
Hey, no be all problem with you, no person.
No.
If you are if they are your words, you do the headline and come and analyze. But so obedience or say now we say the
best out. Tama, you see the word best out.
Semika say I don't like you. Harry to Sammy. And no dear, it just say una wo Harry no actually Sammy.
Yeah.
But I don't like you but say would say mudia. And you can say the wo Harry din.
I can't wait because I didn't know
in this case you are making
out.
No, you are making an inference. You are making an inference.
Thank you very much.
Say I Dr. Kwame Chey doesn't like me. Nana Acheampong some best out. By investing, I didn't say I don't like you.
No, he best out. He said a whole lot of things.
No. So why don't you say what he said? Instead of adding what
why
he said this after the discussing your baby.
But you don't say things
in
that
fact, me church muna say me import to become one kwa na enye.
And there is your own interpretation. So some no kind mentia. But who vanity attach what he did not say. No, that's not
what he implies.
No, what he implies is
by the implication
what kind they also say no kind.
Debio, me say he best out.
They say
best out contains all this.
He did not say
me program and just use the word like I say or say he will be surprised. Say Dr. Becker's only any problem, and he gives several examples of situations. I don't mean to be honest. I don't recollect using the word like.
Then he said that.
Tama. How do you players?
Ned offer Mezasa Obao.
You know. Our two players have not trained for 3 days.
And so one eka.
Me and America.
Hey, danger man.
Chama. Na pa ko tamale sesi akwa no pay technical team so mo nya ko do training ground so obi ama. Ano ni many players ne kasa ma no mo ka say players na tiase. Ade cha no pa mo ko ya players no say sisika ma ya training pa de mo forget it. And 3 days ni no training. Me wa Saturday Sunday na way animu a omni Kimfesa akwa akobui. So ho ama Kimfesa for no fiase ani age say oh ene de ekoso nde yere hu kakra bia ye kwa na kese no. Now tama mo say Anglo God cannot sell and clay because the land was given to them for free. The facility must revert back to the people. Information free of Boase Banono. Om say de asasere man go so mo ko si lenkre wo so no. Om de ma wo mo. Om anyi o musika. And na hihye wo ho ne say dachi bia no say e ba ne say facility no mu hia bia mu a. Mo fama community no. Na community no so om so mfanye bibia om fu so betimi di aye.
Agreement on paper.
Hihye ya ahemfo no ene Anglo God mpanimfo na om si Lenkre Stadium no etena se
adanse
wum kra no de si na nsan ni say Anglo God for the quarters no bi ekoma ankofo kwotena mu eyifo no assembly for na kotutu wo mo
asem fa ko
omo tu ngofo na angogo di quarters mo ko tenam ni omo tu omo fi wono
said the
secretariat ne kan
reason ma omo tu omo no
and say
might not be the same as this
no tama reason no be ni say anytime be angogo use any of the facilities ni bia no a community ni di assassin mo omo so omo fanye no those facilities must revert back to enti baby omo mining mpo no so omo we na omo ye reclamation ni we a the land goes back to the community through the chiefs. But also what you say? Enti sana like
they are obvious, but I mean just say almost say we are facility now you cannot transfer.
They cannot sell it to anybody.
No, and the use words with gazo lease. There are a lot of
I stand when
so those things must be captured in a document.
I mean tia say any dia minimu no e kire say ni nyina aka ho bi. And emu ba ko
egukrata so.
Tama say quarters read the no gukrata so we gukrata so.
I mean minim quarters here cambo. Quarters in yes.
So make sure say na say how the quarters no come and
who is in charge of Anglo Gold today. And the decision is say they want some range in here. On be some at the mo bi nyes kadi wura adwuma num. It's not a white elephant. Edaho.
It's your yes.
It's enyewe. And you bet ma fa kwan bi so am na generate sika kakra man. E bi e dey mo bi for bi at 10-15 years. So more coins or more yes and now must be captured in a document.
For what I know, Omuni sa coin no.
I know the who ni just say or crata so what you know no. Is it an answer a combe do manu ni din komo or as a who
said the entire mammy Timika or crata so say I idea I phone ne Ango go from penny for Tinasia or more assassin almost say or more fancy see Lenclino and she shall no ye any binono. And yeah, no one.
Come back.
Almost all other facilities are like that.
A big company like Anglo Gold. No, instead they will have a legal document, a border assassin, whatever they now and then. So they will come out of so in a vacuum. So I decided say, oh, yeah, the stadium Nico Mobi. So I bro, Munim say, a document. Said there's a legal backing. It is if they are doing it, a company like Anglo Gold means that there is something that gives them that authority to do it. But if the community will want to push further, maybe a document now be out the moment okay, black and white. Say any womb. Because Anglo Gold will not all of a sudden decide say when they know say they don't have the right to do that. When somebody bad PR, more people can take them on.
And the same baby beba.
Then the community can push them.
Because you see,
champion say he has been based on Anglo Good in Ediano. Because he claims based on Anglo.
Yeah, the team it was part of the agreement. What I say, it was say I say. Omni team now they in a way almost sublet the amount to all agreement a fan who near the amount and my champion kasa but point is the minimum say you cannot this is not movable.
Yes,
you can move it.
You cannot move it. And so idea some more torn or crown me I don't want to believe it. Oh to am wine so am sorry ana
there be a single person by academy
so the point is on the minimum for a certain period of time because assassin stadium is there. Or just into the man for a period of time within your list and then but say your Tom will be so my academy there. Many sure say they will even do that. But see that way
because stadium is where cost to maintenance cost. So they want something
to say cry.
News na ban there. Sana esisi no e imagine no ebia
with time because
and already crown a public forum be among for start beside those questions no say o ma say assassin no so stadium no Anglo go phone person mo ton
o ma three
assembly for no can be nchire wo people started asking those questions.
Send your questions
of course that's how it starts coming up.
And me ka just enyeton
tell me there and go for one man
say ya diari ken sanity a Anglo for na aja tum say team no
MBM
Eguana because
this is
the team out.
No, they're giving out. Team no. They are battling a course.
Monday crown mo court.
Back to their existing.
But Anglo never so court case.
No, but team ni omo there.
No, but or their mobi. For that period,
that team no. the team that
instead of more team nyano baby on ball.
Baby on ball.
I think there are two different things.
No,
if you cry in the agreement of giving it to academy, they can still play there. So I make us a sign name we know because we crashes them. Anglo good not transit because taking a certain
the level of people.
Yes, I'm bet transit have a plan. Until I'm getting beer, the movie for a period. Why say about what Tom says?
Level of people in the Jana.
No, that's what but you see, that is your understanding. But in terms of they are looking at sustainability.
Where you come from a community background. Sana obejene but omo no feel say if it was taking 200,000 from them every month
how sustainable can we go on with
1 year within the year you know how much they have seen.
The problem with that Batama they had an arrangement that a man no can do anything and then nobody seems to be monitoring checking that time I normal see what Obuasi
like what
bepim ne Anglo Gold for no ntimi musa ni problem team man say so what is happening
where
Obuasi with regards to Ashanti Gold Football Club
their interest is not in the club.
Yes, but if you are interested not in it and you say what the more will be now you throw everything away just like that.
I may say then
let us say the arrangement no more
that club now in their decision they did not factor the club.
The
club near Bomuka. So they will do cost benefit analysis. What is this club doing for us? We are spending like 300,000 every month on the club. Give it to somebody or no far the ending of monuma or money take an amuvanidi. So they with regards to community interest in the Anglo Good Fund, they don't care
why. They still maintain this the amount. The team will still play football. It will still be in Obuasi. The social aspect of the club is still there.
Then is the team today is not playing football.
No, but I'm saying that time agreement.
And there's a reason.
Nobody could have foresaw say. Some say that was
the arrangement was poor, no, because if you didn't foresee this, I just say you didn't look into the future.
How?
Any plan on any arrangement, and you didn't put in anything.
Say you see, I got a champion. I match match fixing. What law Anglo would be preventing match fixing?
And you prevent, but in case
I have this from
or something.
I have this coming from Obuasi. Okay, or say Harry is. I'm reading what somebody has written. It doesn't mean I agree with him. Harry is misinforming the public. Anglo Gold Ashanti didn't give any apartment for occupancy. Anglo Gold gave the facilities to the municipal, but the assembly members took the opportunity to give them out to individuals. The assembly rejected the occupant because they had already given it out to investors. And investors had put money there. Investors. This is what investors don't have money.
I contest this message.
I
seriously contest it.
No, I don't.
No, but I contest the message.
Oh,
and I stand by the mechanic.
You cannot.
Can say as Anglo Gold in Kofor now. Did we be bizarre and say him for and why are you asking us who are the investors? Did we ask you who were the people living there?
You refuse to ask. I have the right to ask. I have the right to ask.
Yeah, but we didn't ask you that.
I come on,
yeah. So now, honestly.
Then it's over corners and now how which
oh me want to be September.
Okay, yeah. Uniaka, danger man.
Now I saw make a beer no crow.
Oh, I just say no. Say you be otimbuza ansem.
Harry, truth is relative. Truth is relative and fact. Truth is relative. No. Idea no prema it might not be true for
no, that is
relative.
As I say, prema pushes idea. Because truth is relative. You to say the truth is the truth. And then some catch say truth is relative. You have your truth, I have my truth.
It's truth.
Yango. They are not verifiable. Yeah. Yango.
No, Mr. Tuntuma.
This
no grab you when you see it.
I give you a fact. It's a Ghana flag. That's a fact. It's not the truth.
It's also the truth.
patrons are they especially baby are fan even from the angle where Baford headline or how capture and I want to know their locus like powers my back here more to be giving all this ultimatum and giving this deadline and say oh my nya that be story now producers na I know say no my nya well land but we stories na producer na my no come am better me who patrons no their locus their baby a omunyo omo mra back here omo to be giving ultimatum and giving deadline say NCC for leaders na election na within a time period that they will conduct the election and all those things now can but the fact that you are patron of fencing a cobino and just say to me say with my idea it's you know
sorry say me how taught my friend from Ombwasi has come.
Oh, okay, good.
It looks like I like him.
Okay.
It looks like I like him. So there,
it might not necessarily mean you like him.
No, so we cry there. It doesn't look like I like you. See, as it stands now, then, all the facilities of Anglo Gold go back to the government and stakeholders in Obuasi. Per the existing agreement, all concessions shall be reclaimed per the books over a period of time before the land or agreed facility is given out.
To who?
Given out to who?
Most companies, in a company, they try to cut a spend. My example with schools, this is how schools operate. School buses are operated by individuals.
Yeah.
And the school doesn't pay for fuel. They don't pay for the maintenance of the car.
That's lean.
It's lean. It's work out into Yamaha contract. Oh, they understand? Yes, most schools do that. A business amount for you. Or establishing business now, not in crop at a amount for. It is our cost never associated with it. So
the transport is not his business.
It's not his business. Somebody in there running. But what he would do is that we'll be making sure say the quality of cars.
He knows you. Also, when him say Oyobia, and so I throw a democrat. Also, Oyobia out there.
Questions.
Okay. At the Anglo level, decisions are not so much community issues. Also, you paying for an agreement at that. Now, a Jumano say, we are not getting the gold as we used to. So decisions will have to be taken. Like taking over any organization.
But it appears to me that taking the community away.
You take this, you make decisions. And to weigh the boy a card, it's not giving us this much. So, we say, and we are about from a community point.
I'm not going to government company.
There be
private business there.
Private business there.
At media, me patrons because see, and
all cap patrons
no.
As domo.
Yes.
K5
more.
What's it there no more?
Some mra back here mo say.
Mra say.
No say doc.
Mra back on say they are patrons.
They are patrons. That is who you are.
Yes. So the role, the functions of patron.
Yes. Functions. They said they can go and give deadline. Say
no, they are not giving deadline.
No, that's what they are doing now.
No, that's not what they are doing.
They're not my M too.
I have gone in. I have spoken to
a
few of them. Now, on my point, there's an issue at stake now. As I see, I'm going to mention your hand. Now, I'm going to see away mono. And now, I'm casting a back or say, so I'm going to win election and they're into me mad. And to also conduct election within a shortest period of time. That was then. What's now much to say? Pennyfone Baba King can findings, no. So they want to be part of the finance. They will impress upon them, say whatever it is as soon as possible, no. Monya election because second for na could draw 2 patrons. So as soon as possible, Monya election said they be winning, no. As we be. Yes, so more call more be ultimatum.
No,
if you speak to them,
no,
it's different from
already no. Commodity alcohol. I be more HSA election no man by June. Then
that's what they are telling.
They will do it themselves. I mean, say to me, Ben, I want to go and organize election.
To me, Ben.
Yes, I know more say SCC for no. I need election no.
First and foremost, the patrons is a constitutional creature.
Obi and that.
Now, it's a word said to me. When something or a body is a constitutional creature, it doesn't sit there just like that. It may weld a certain small to me be.
Okay.
And you don't throw it away.
To me to do what?
Exactly.
To me now to do what? Because you see, I say, what you share the recent politics about NCC near you know, and almost some kind. Now I this guy also a Petroni BB Yantechi. Oh, sir, a demon. I mean, first name.
Somebody, if you don't know him, my kind of credential. He was the regional chairman. In fact, Kotoko supporters in Bibiunu as one of the most successful regional chairmen. He served as a management member. So I Kotoko team number G League 2003 was an influential management member in out. What's the BB Nyantechi? I took him to police station. Madam was here, Casada. Oh, he's my. In fact, on your madam for your mini opinion. Sebi, a quite be so. So. Oh, me, same thing I'm reporting. Never down security. What never down security. So I had to inform police to come in. And yes, be I say, but
so because I listened to interviewer na Okasa and in some manner Oka about the NCC and Nana Amponsa about this management kwanya omunti and a master and Kofonko Stadium.
Saying now.
Oh yes. Say young marketing matches on social media no yes and market on matches radio. I listen to all this thing now. Utien on some kind of recent weeks now. I say as a for money so I don't want to be on moto Boba Park because these are things that okay now. Obi and you to because Kotoko attendance I say about for me
patrons are same now can to
there be some na because see I was some test say yes on your patrons you have a level be able to do want to intra because to go to the extent say ya nya election about June or mo abe organize election no and mra back on mo bet nice hard no yeah you can be patron okay, so you can have constitutional but for me being back on to organize election there's no law in this instance
are you out of order?
There is no law backing them to go organize elections for now me feel say let's me the Menyas NCC I have problems with them I feel say omo nyo bebre a omo ye no I say
kase ono omo nya adwene nkase nya mesewa
me no omo nya adwene
I say Anglo go for the Harry say agreement near the end you disagree with it but you don't call it bogus but what I say ko krata an kra hu until I'm saying nya no there ya mama ye be say you different you disagree with them e wo niam bibiri omo ye ba say nya dia enye kura o
you see mate ma fa ode no me no omo nya adwene onye bibiri omo ye no so but upon all that no ene kwa say ye man look like say I say yeah me o ma jomu tumi afro mu nsem
agree with you
you are patron or level so being mun tre ho na munya modwuma as patron sa level ba mamon
ba fo awua
obi anka se mo nka obetimi aka but don't go and give ultimatum say mo anya election na baby am problem say o mo anya by end of close of June o mo have organize election no to me man back him to good sign mo no enti so to me feel say issue that so be nkofunya buto no hwem na so to enra CEO nani aponsa ko wontumi
o kwano no
ya dem say oba
na dey do dey kwano
mate na wo kwa wo 30 minutes wo ko bi dey wo kwa 30 minutes ko bi dey so na I don't meet interview no na CEO utie ni posture when of us not all answer questions and how I know why ready say and there you send the Brukum Chase for no to money house for no all heading come in there Kelebe Wula show no to money house na say na also na Kelebe Wula show interview oh yeah you send that there me ko kandie ombia just to make people understand the position of the club before I came, and as at now I tell baby a club ni jina. Na mtoto what interview na nyame bre okan nya nyama at least based on our adwuma ye ni nkomo ye didi ni ne atisi bebre abekeka no abebre in terms of baby ana club no omo jina obafa team no baby ana omo ko ne nyame bebre a na esi wo club ni mu na baby a emwa you see asa o kan na yedo no akoksi bone okay we are no pay green you know some wa dokodachi aha nti yomu duadua you know wa dokodachi wono no nice so I don't know umso
now only Dr. Ike now obi they were all packing K5
yeah na kwamini
and na patrons ni bisu bi o patrons na like you to Thomas
so football club baby ame nese makupi na like
the boy jumo
that's a vice NCC vice chairman
no boy
we na otu na ogbo ejuma no amna na otu no
he's working
okay
anyway he's working na o ejuma
obo okay
because mu bi am few bi a other for vacancy
man
few bi a
akutanka kuwa
de
kakutanka kuwa
NKD kakutanka ko
on chama K5 so obojuma
K5 na buko tojo ho no ofri anto aba maintain nka bi obo
so a lot of revelations in the interview that Daniel Amposa granted yesterday. One about a lot of things that were plotted. But in one about how people plotted to sack him. And he confirmed it in the interview. How no more control players and no more air man so about Sikasem. No more try to solve the problem. I was Sudan, na back home. Some board members ede yakoto board nse yentra se na yendin common chese betimi apam CEO ede free club mu a you see from day one so what share kwana na ne afa so back kotoko the indicators was clear say yes the now board chairman Dr. Kwame had a lot of influence abra no obakotoko ni influence na was ye pa because even and an interview na on Dr. Kwame come DM a lot of exchanges and on moye before an obakotoko but one thing is clear afeina yati asem ni ye pa say why their relationship no afe along the way I say break them when I say omunya their differences along the way because one clear yen him say since I don't time to back to as executive board chairman and a board member, board chairman of the club in Yano. The hotel has been hugely because in terms of the place a D Kotoko occasion be a hotel on those events in and so what's see a car because the hotel based on those players and those staffs and the programs na no me no honum so what's your car na wie e bokotokwa you ask yourself say board chairman po hotel mponi and then ka bonti dey nka e be any say because you assume say what
take can way
Sandra the you have given figures and now say
he gave figures
yes no but the honum no cost no.
Okay, he mentioned.
He said that no cost no. There's that. It has a and then no. The cost no can in cost. Yeah, he mentioned cost. Say na baby no more supposed to tell on no. The cost no.
I'm asking. Yes,
no. He said it. Okay, say cost no. I no more as compared to current apartment and my players no and no mudem no ntino. Sha na ya cut cost. It's that decision to take the player from the sports hotel na their relationship no a break here because the board chairman told us no as a board chairman me hotel and I said me facilitate the year programs baby a players da oba ya uye fro de akọ baby fro eti
measure attention o mention figure utie bi okay because a busy figure same be am
no one thing that Adia Okai say he made example on my he was emphatic said the course anom da say no na was as compared to where kisi anom e ma baby omo enen de obo figure no baby omo enen de obo figure ni na e wo interview ni mu so nti something like he said it say na e was as compared to where they are now until you understand where the relationship no line back down omo finfin
and that is presumption. That's presumption because office and no ma lie with them.
No, on can he said in the interview. He said it. Nani on can say
ma
at that moment no because no na as a day from then and on no relationship na I fine. I'm so a CEO of a club na board chairman. So the moment problem ba you know the direction the club is going. So you understand why the board chairman for a very long time. Eyi ni hu free. Enyo be bremu.
Like to meet you.
O to bo papa go. Ah no am betra no ka de. So so et me there me feel say
player no ye change bremu.
Also go.
Also see we omo body.
Media, I think say listen to the young pansa. You could see say na ya be on him. He thinks say a lot of gone on. Baby no cre about him. I know when you the right opportunity for him to go and clear and make everyone understand. Baby I'm fa kotoko because baby on him. Me would who your parents of fa kotoko na once the bonu kotoko account mu. Obe fa kotoko.
Sorry.
So to see, meaning say, oh dear,
what clubs no? They're always on the spending spree. They're always spending.
Yes, they're always spending.
Okay, Dennis, maybe that question before you continue. Say, bo papa free. Na we na account mu. Nemo mo si dan di jam. Would you say he hasn't done well? And yes, because dinosaur our value. Yeah. Entinya de bia no ze sika da account no za yem yeti e wo yeti
kwa sika crowd am for scaffold baby so
the question we in direct relation to that management no free home
no no say or say or buy na we na and no that's when he was giving the state of the club at that time. Okay. But Jackie don't say man rewe. And my point is that ebia na there are other assets ebia na wo ho I no so no also wo value a ene se sika da account
no but based on
place no
based on apart from playing
Bass, which was acquired by the immediate past management.
Oh, of course, yes.
The players are assets. We want to play about 200,000. So ni na account. Ni na ye team na Japan. Yeah. So what I say?
Yes, players, yes. By the way,
what he was trying to do, he say very Samuel and
yes. So time or buy the state of the club, and maybe a club regional. You understand? Only baby na me kwa na nka obetimase.
Kaka se membezo beko. Ko baby apeso ko na.
Anko betimase.
My duty is to ask questions.
Yeah, no, sanity.
Me busansem. Sometimes I want to subject you to strict proof.
Exactly.
No etimi aka asem.
Exactly. Because he
no na tia say necessarily I
agree with you. Wakwa jujuma. O kono there's no character kire say team no ya de say ya wo say we there's no handing over note for you to use it, for it to guide you in your activity because very important.
How is that possible?
And it's here on by there was no handing over note kire say kotoko A B C D they be no and to kaya this story about harder.
How is that possible?
When they took over almost no have no office on no almost eka people were just trooping there eka and the management were confused because those people coming demanding for their money no there's no document backing it. One of them Interesting. When the person has receipt.
With no document back in it.
One of them.
Document itself was a kotokoni document to office where HSM media simesika. But nipa ba okuta de HSM kotoko de nika.
Edeneka osuntua.
I will challenge it mintua.
One of them no so tell you. And the problem be. No so tell you no a clear example because management ukoko secretariat. There's no document and HSM kotoko no so tell accumulate this figure. I Canada ho. But no so tell there. They have this I mean individuals on my hotel. I say on my boka. But secretary the bafo, there's no document that says Yakoda no hotel, Ebia Zakito, Siasia, there be no.
Apart from no hotel, no, there are other instances.
Oh, a lot.
I remain can answer.
A lot.
No question about
Obusai.
So, it's one area I'm say letting the club down. And to share, see on a Casika board, no.
Of course, the CEO never gave figures in the hotel issue.
One cat, no, Indian, like if anything,
Not really.
There be a sponsor tell Indian, but on car how more than the cost that
and said that was better. I never give any figure.
No figure. No. Yes. So
thank you.
It's okay, baby. On the club, no, and how I think today, if you are a supporter, you will be very happy with the current state of the club. Knowing that every year, they like a dancer in terms of club no accountable. You say, maybe a club no you break even. Maybe a book because I'm told that in the last 2 years, one day they break even. I don't want to win fast war. The last 2 seasons now. This management I take over no. One season omu break even. I don't want omu nyam faso. When na omu nyam wi enti omu wi a asa na ebehu omu ya omu akansi nya wi a yehu be bia team ni gina se omu nya faso se ye ka se omu break even omu wi a ene ebehu. Enti me to me na fi se
okay.
Me tie na na aponsa. More like na se odinkra. So utie ni kasana no kan rana. More like I say or can supporters no. Say wabaye bi edwuma de wabaye the evidence are there in terms of edwuma wabaye any bibia wabaye enti na say more like odi omonkra or che omo say meko but me dem feel say I andra utie na ne aponsa in terms of edwuma obedi de obeto ye ene nyime nyina na mtutu ade beka nyina na say kotoko before this management pioneer first one
okay so by there no why which 3 now kaya quite monumental which man can say way there in football terms modern football language this is a big deal saying okay
the big one the Oyerepa project the biggest amount all because at the pioneer kind said previous administration no the coach
previous administration you are referring to past previous means previous. Everybody
Obia can be Kotoko training ground on no players Emma coach people but I need news all over the world foreign media in your Kotoko players go to the bush so a bush moon and send the brain about what you mechi when now a story that came up and to put these facilities there
so what do you mechi
to do what you mechi no mudwane
go to the
public radio.
And I don't
to the bush this is language until players go bush
they understand that's a big achievement because it's the last night ka Saturday nke nsi wanka Holland for no nkomo mfa gym ni besi wo because omo kwesi yiva but omunya that you know to bring this facilities and I say equipment because kotoko now baby omo den omo say anyama ni besi it's one of I am there visit the big because today all kono it to be a legacy but there one for so many years. Well, baby, now you are aware, say, in terms of now uncle Cheska Bonte, Coco First, Uncle Jim, Uncle Chia Bonte. Nina extra cost the club. Now there's no that extra cost has been cut off. Now, baby,
Zach, yeah, you is here because work as such, but there's this message I need to read. Okay, relative to documentation as okay, and this is a former management member. When I say I think people are dragging the name of the club into the mud for their own convenience. How can people say there was no documentation? What was the work of Rose and Lucy at the Secretariat? You remember in my interview with you some time ago, I proved them wrong. Why are people saying the same thing today? Credibility is important too. Okay, no document at the Secretariat. So what was the Lydian Kansas Committee worked with? Oh, Charlie, it says that there have been documentations, baby, on a particular issue, and an ebiniwa. Obia Intiminka said there hasn't been anything. Because almost secretaries near the office, or Lucy, any Rose, they all work on issues.
But listen, documents are didn't and then no hotel Akaba.
Did you ask that?
I should ask
was the danger of Knox Hotel Akaba?
Because
I think the issue of Knox Hotel was
because there was no documents.
I'm sure maybe on Knox Hotel because minim kakra bi from on Knox Hotel no on say Ora George Amako led it. Okay, and I think there were issues with as a time or Knox no according to where he did not get the express permission to go there.
Yes.
Nti akwese se wana odope akoda baby ne kaba. So during cross examination, what the judge said ne say, look, obi antimi nka so obi de ne pe when he was the chief executive of
working
the club.
For the club, yes.
So the judge drew some inferences here. If I'm the general manager of Oyerepa FM, na so Oyerepa nya hoho. Na kwa akoda baby no Oyerepa ka chese ni ho ria. Nipa no mo baaye no. Ombe yo Oyerepa adwuma no ombe yo adwuma maame.
Yes.
So the issue of Knox Hotel was like we were not aware of the decision to. No, I'm not saying that's the case.
I know for a fact.
Knox Hotel the
lack of documentation.
So George went there as a star witness. And no James Ampa men na medi omanim di omko duma we ni we asuma si no benten na beda o duma omudi yema yenie. Some were players who are brought from Ivory Coast and other players for trials. Some were officials omo free GF be ya duma ma ye. Some were careful. So at the end of the day e be yes ampa kotoko duma no be for 2 minutes round
the executive board chairman instructed the lawyer of the club then, that is Afuduku, to go and meet Knox Hotel. No monthly any negotiations as to how payment will be settled. The lawyer went and sat with them. Ome negotiation na about conclusion to payment plan. Emma muchitum, Emma Bochaman so ejitum. After Bosumi so near Betiska now, or so on Tiasimo Mutiska Donko.
Actually, can you know them for a fact?
Yes.
You know them.
Mr. To who's my body, me body, and just on the smart on the house, man on the smart in there. I have something that the Bochaman can never tell us. No news about the book. Only my castle, you should go sit down and negotiate for payment plan. He on my the lawyer then, Safutuku. I don't know what Nasi, Eddie, Comoya, say, come on, some Tiascano. You really have a Bosumi, no, it's going to
say, from but or say, who bet me say there was no handing over.
I sent them American.
By cassette, there was no documents.
No, my emphasis was on handing over notes.
Okay.
Sending
documents, but handing over name. See, the handing over gives the current state.
Yes, handing over notes.
There was no document.
The document, direct, document was direct to the no certain about for a challenge. I mean, no certain. Aha, it's no medium fees.
Is it bad for no? One minute who's to program.
Imagine I say in the
or refer me.
I say so. Baby, I media, I think for Kotoko as a club, media, man, son of the interview, he said. A bad thing to see the nail back to the club once again. We see in some kayana. Now I say Udinkra, and then
also Udinkra because I'm Rasun.
Yes, nem raso. Ono
so ati ati ne mre no so yes say and then board na enya 3 years before
inauguration no the
inauguration is today so inauguration is da emban say
officially omo adwuma ase
but na zone is August I think first week in August
yeah and I'm say 7 for BBB something like that
no 4th I remember it's 4th August so that dubajo ahom na I be depend so okay obi am who Lucy and Rose obi say Lucy and Rose should therefore bring the handover notes. I'm sure they have copies. A cover piece here could you about it. There's a difference between documents and handing over notes. Yes, I think Zakito acknowledges that. All right, Dennis. Here na namne interview no bi ne here fa na namna pebe odi en be unso odi wan kan obi asem nti no odi en be uninterrupted 10
I ask questions. No time me
yeah. It's not ultimate interrogate about for. I'm say hey. And then about for ko fast man ba na say Dennis to two questions in oh but Dennis about so and I'm say hey. And you na so na me can
me ba cho no am no do ko come implore so betimi aboa me discussion I think say based on no dey na ya kan discuss even circles as them generally we had discussions on good year okroma. I think when we are professing solutions we don't go to the right source. We share that and I think say maybe a particular challenge a governance approach okroma. Now I think say idea say essential for say and started discussions now for push yanko say I can't every time I know say you usually give definitions it's a bit mama definition of governance and also bit governance specific sports governance
oh so
bet me am say
generalizing governance the action or manner of governing a state or organization so in this case with my sports organization
yes.
A more responsive system of governance will be okay. So on the action or manner of governing.
Yeah. And to Osha say over to us now management that you see that there's a difference. Managing and governing are not the same.
Okay.
Management is a subset of the governance. Now idea me feel say Yekruma for instance me fa kotoko system na ekosuna. Idea na bema what were the guidelines bema board chairman that conflict how does Kotoko address conflict of interest challenges say me a board chairman me a management member me we are na me business am run na me person me ma Kotoko airman the contractor what are the guidelines that will be a governance approach management will then implement these principles and we have any top organization by the time you are aware say they have guidelines in terms of everything
every little step you take
and yes obi say bio man CEO na adwene and oba no abeye say o if you say yanko direction way you will be guided by certain principles that is the governance edaho na mato mebu ase na ye de management no mato mebu ase de aye
I execute
ni nyina na ye wo fa ye sports industry na from the greater umbrella which is the government about the federations ever sports clubs ni nyina ba governance ni ho anyway the no so cry kakra na ho na people don't use it and why as obi aba people act in their own way say you only live the send you on office who say no and you want to understand why are you doing this what is nyina so na wa ade we and there's always a conflict because the original chene no wonya adwen because ade na wo ye bibia nta akiri onu feel say kono na wo hanko be ni sei but say bia ka wo ba ye no ye nyina ni say this is the for instance Ghana ye nim say na Akufo the president his excellency or ya ade bia is backed by power
yes ontimi appoint
so ya ade bi na wrong
ministers
or ya parliament so ye ade bi na ya obi be kokota ko challenge no
or the budget bill say ko parliament
so ko parliament you can act in your own
of chief justice or say nya parliamentary
so there should be a governance approach so and sir approach you know bibia no eno na affect your sports funding affect your funding affect your can say human resource development affected the structure into a more performance achievement bibi a indicator bi a dey expose bibi ano I say people act into the adam me say adam enyo ponyo busa say e dey na ma
wanya busa
me sports means busa say how do you then decide say
Jamal tie
how do you decide so ma
special assistant
football say for instance about the $5 million be kwa share Black Star now first can share boxing what is backed by that? Mm-hmm. Indicators. What is the expectation? Mm-hmm. What do we want to get out of it? What is the social?
Passion of the nation.
But it should be backed by. I didn't think you develop one side.
Because that's what the people want.
No, but we have Ghanaians, sir. But that's the thing. It's about talent. It is for no reason.
Boxing so 200,000.
No, enter America, but it should be backed by BB development. BB or why ever so I can say that. Oko baka. I didn't think this is a Universal Sports College.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beating us. No, who said this is your approach. For us to develop, no, we need human resource development, and we established a college as far back 1970s.
Mm-hmm.
You developed NSS in the 1970s. What I say? I didn't think me away then. Because near pursue a certain direction, and before we get to that direction, time about as a young as sports journalists, we also have to then begin to hit say for us to get the right solutions. We need to hit on the right area.
Yes.
Where is our problem? Our problem is that we are acting.
For instance, I was asking this question yesterday. Say, okay, so what are the sources I degenerative scar for football clubs?
Yes, and. Also, I am not funny.
But we blame people for not paying salaries. This RTU case about on a bigger way. Where do you expect the CEO to get money?
No, the basic question is how will clubs be established? Open so football club. And the why the best. It will start. The governance will start addressing these challenges before you even form a football club. These are the indicators you have to have. Now, football associations, like I said, also here requirement way for us to be part of this association. Now, government, of course, government road may as well be making sure so.
Time I know brochasem. This way, I know my yaya dada. Time from Ohinijan and Kwame Nkrumah. I started Central Organization of Sports. I didn't know from 1957, 60s, 70s. These were things we used to do. And the one we were chucking success, Africa, no, Timiji Africa. Now has to folk to me, but the clubs in the edge of it wasn't because the clubs were too powerful. I don't know. They were under a certain industrial umbrella. Now BBR was working right. And they could benefit from the system. But then the whole structure is not functioning. And to be a won't be a head pay. Everybody is doing what they can do, and I will, because whatever Nanaya has achieved now, my biggest question is do we think in the next 5 years these things are sustainable? Said Nanaya Oniwa, because he's done it in his capacity. The next person that comes, the thing is not any baby will be corrupt.
Guideline be anyhow. So the next person that comes, do you think so? And also
the say I'm not so much into sponsorship
or youth development. And I say we and infrastructure development now we.
Mami ma feel like I drop away there. Nan come the yeme niema to top form no, but mami fan shim. And krebia me nyana no pay be 5 AM ne say Kotoko board member bako. And I wa hinting for say se ko ba se da chi bia se omo be ye board se board yi time aso omo ba be ye board na se ebia current board chairman ni wa na bibisa na se bi oni interest bi mu a o pese o ye board chairman na wa she boss se or the seed money of $2 million ebesio sa no ma hwe so mo CEO se we o se foforo na be bo na o dey take you off me boni tin afi na eba so I ready so mo man of $2 million how or do abesi oka ho
okay
oka ho nti mo be follow we dem dey film and them kakra ho and ebeba chiri be 3 weeks to come mo be o say or din komo with people say oh when your opportunity no na say the bia or invite say bia na board chairman we or there onye. But if you knew what
I didn't ever prevented this, even under this, on $2 million selling club.
Say he's not the head. Yeah, Ghana for. Maybe I'm not.
That's not me again. I don't know.
You don't tell. So what, bro? For you know.
You only invest $2 million when he's so manager. Tama.
Although they say no, me head. Now me go to one. I require paying like I say. I want to use it. But if that
na na yeka say can be did down ho a
akwanya ba some be mama Lydia. And he stresses it. And if this board chairman says he's not interested, now mama di anymore $2 million da ho se sie me de be to asiama we no na audio take
if the current CEO is there and
I'm call down one me di but not today.
Not today.
And I say MP
see the one carry crash is here buttress the fact buttress the fact say as journalists as the fourth estate I say we need to hit the right areas to be a solution. Yes sir baby ebia because the Black Star and the African Cup since 83 but Otuo was a humor boxing or athletics will be obi anye hwe it is
and as the boxers who got bronze be
we have a general problem. Timer, I know I'm in an interview and I was medic I mean can signposting me I like young people a more leadership role.
Okay.
And
young age when
young no from 22 to up to 45.
Okay, so
generally I'm for define as youth. Some maybe you and the definition of youth, you know.
What been your man here?
45.
Captain is within it.
Over the next 2-3 months, 2-3-4 months, I will be out of that.
You are 70. When you're 45 years, then.
I'm 76. So
I'm 48 years.
No, I'm 46.
46.
From 18 to say 45.
Definition now, you know, be man.
Maybe 18 down the line. I think so.
And yet, they're very
Minkasa. No, but tell me your experiences that you have. No, I'm saying that Minka, but I'm saying that once I share Hana. We don't tend to give young people opportunity to lead.
Some experience of Germany.
Yes.
Few times
yes.
We have been.
And young and
in Germany they have a certain model. And over by Juma we know over the chief executive no about 2032. And papa na mpenyimfo bi na and so they only advise. The advisory body. Until you not see the old people leading.
And then they move into consultants in a research position. Now be take you.
And because of unemployment.
What I say. It's me signpost that say Ebia may a bit biased because Obi Oyo Young start to lead a big club like
Otuo. Oh
yes. So I had another 10 years ago. We already share 10 years ago.
I'm sure you'll be 47 this year. Or classmates will not do that. Also, you are already 46.
I don't know.
So will be 47 this year.
So October 3rd, 1977. Not that working.
As also the football age.
Oh yeah, 77.
October 3rd, 77. Not that working.
And 2010. After October, November 46. Now then, I must approve it.
Until I'm going on. Who is
the
your body na message
age. What's your body?
Message say your body as can you
age. Just or
challenge on cross say odo then is uncle.
Yeah, time and today I say listening to Kotoko chief executive no you will be impressed.
Oh yeah.
Especially who had challenge.
Yeah. Then is where the mean try no. You see you running big football clubs. Yeah. By your experiences kakra about how to run other organizations and some football at the lower tier. The main challenge of Ghana is sponsorship
or funding.
Yeah. So if you don't have money, you cannot run any organization. My first indicator, the first thing I look for is what are the strategies
yeah.
And that is what Nanaya proved as soon as he arrived. That's why some of us like him. Yeah. One, sponsorship. Yeah, radio says to go and convince somebody to come and bring money. Say, in this economy, Fabia, 30,000 cedis every month. Give it to me and let me advertise your products. Odimsa advertising here, but how are you going to convince the person to bring 30,000 every month? In a year, you know how much he would have given to you. Okay. Until you be convince you be man back. For me, that's the first thing. Now our main sources work those days. Commercial revenue.
Yeah.
He's there. So they Ghana Yonko Stadium. And effectively taking match day free.
Match day revenue is gone.
It's gone. And match day revenue so with all the other factors.
Because the honor the advertising.
Very good. One way affecting your broadcasting revenue. Because one, I have seen him say they say TV no. So TV is off. Whilst people are making 130 million pounds on TV.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So if you don't have sponsorship, you don't have match day, commercial revenue is gone. So what you tend to do is to bring new strategies. Yeah. And one of them was the Fabu census and all those things. And then it's helping.
And I think in the past few years, and only I have sustainable change any supporter mobilization.
Yes, and that is the best. Yeah. And I'm coming to you for say now chief executive you almost boni trisui. So what? And then a supporters need to mean Tamale is a big city. And a lot of people love RTU. And Timonti mean yesterday bia more than 50,000 a month we support to club. Yet everybody will sit back and say chief executive made the sika. Wakoton Jesse. Just a sign of beton. In fact, Manchester United Momuton Jesse or China no Krasen no Muton. So Jesse alone cannot run a football club. Yeah. And I must say and when they come once, they will come again next year.
So to me Vama Debia.
Alaji Baumia Abrati Usika or the Bass Abre Bass on the bro unim fuel and RTU from Tamale to Sogakope to Takwa. So if you don't devise strategies, a man crop for fund it's at the AK, Papa's over 2 million
seed money.
So based on that, but the TBA the supporters should be the number. Now, first they transfer players.
Say we are not abreast with.
And if you are not youthful, you cannot transfer player.
And they say almost by academy school.
Now
they are here. And no more academy.
So they'll come and implant the ideas here.
So best start and train the child in the way they want.
The sources in there, and they just support us in a bum and have a say. And yes, I mean, yes, it can be but it's not sustainable. No new way. So what this young man is doing, of course, or no, I'm just here so say, on yet perfect. He's a human being.
Of course, that's the.
But, so between its pluses and minuses,
which one?
That's what we should look at. And I think say, Kotoko should look at it and also be say, okay, I'll say Dr. Kekesapon brought 18 sponsors to Kotoko, and he did well. What I say? So the 18 sponsors. Say to me, Shakotokwa, not supporters. That's the same discussion we are making here.
The American say, baby, a challenge is one. Mount Fufu said there's a problem. I think a honor and are going forward. And there be a time our management and governance and you're stagnant. It has to keep changing all the time. Now see there be recurring problems there, but the new strategies will address those problems. It is a because the ultimate raises car time and for any reason for some clubs they say okay you are the CEO no nimbo mo or you a pure management business person or be pay cardiaba. Okay, I can't buy players, I can't develop the sports part, but a human infrastructure a dia juma pay sports no. So you know what, I'll hire a sports director and as a sports science person for her make sure say your strategy a year the marato to these obibo obehun structures when you use to develop our sports. I will take that what you've developed here, advertise it and make sure we make money out of it.
Then is it Joahome na say am ready obeto aso na hari abaka to say 77 there you will be 46 also cars 76 and so car fell 76
I make one of 76
said sometimes
because now they many china guys and church.
Oh yeah, you know. I'm that around 21.
Yeah, number from Mario University from
now 20 21.
Number 23.
And they say, oh, cool. When you're 33 years.
Yeah.
Hey, that's 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Hey, na me that for 20 something.
Oh,
Now for the very early 70s. Olman 99 no pizza.
So on this day 28th of May.
I know where the source of top radio.
So
28th of May now Otuo constituted this board on the release by. And a statement no say no kind. Was it His Majesty Otuo Acheampong the second Asante has constituted a new board of directors for and I'm chairman for Asante Kotoko Sporting Club. And charged, and charged with an ambitious task underlined to rebuild the Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko brand, not only for its performance on the sporting field, but as a viable economic entity.
Okay,
Jumadia Otuo for the share Asante Kotoko board no ensenye. Se Kotoko team no. Omomra na Kotoko team no. Omo rebuilding a brand no. Dennis. Now omo rebuild brand na. Enye only say park it so obo Kotoko bobo so Kotoko Ache house 5, Kotoko Ache Kivesa 6, Kotoko Ache we there be. Name no. Omo Kotoko team no. Enya kono economically. Sebeya Kotoko obi ti baby no so hu Asante Kotoko no ziti ke bibram anase Kotoko business bi na Kotoko ya otimu se o wade we dey project koye e mati na team no enjoy say de mo hono mo yere no izo Otuo ka asa se no yi sa board no Otuo mu de ne bo mu din wa akese fo sika on sam nindi fo time because e
na mboa
na wa ye
omadwuma gu ana
e de wo ya boa
sesenda
per interview
of
the
shop onye skani
oye tikani
wa say brobi enya ya aza
omu nyomu ya sika for omu ya the for omu ya the for nim the ni
successful in their
yes but the problem is that sa any man influence na Dennis omu wo no ene say board say omu time so omu ko Otuo eko say opim so adwuma odi ma ye ebre na so a so to adwuma odi mo mutimi ye
o ma ye.
So the CEO has been successful. Say CEO need demonstration.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the board is okay.
Meba. And no, from the CEO. One problem, the board chairman. I don't know for Hansi. And they say when the CEO saw say, as I go to go team no, you're draining too much.
These are personal differences.
Meba. Oh, that's not about team.
Meba.
About personal differences. About be
No, did he say the board or the board chairman?
Or the board.
You see, if I have,
he's leading the board. He's leading the board.
Yeah, but so I saw a good relationship with
over
95% or more.
So I'm talking about the board chairman.
The board chairman is not the board. He only chairs.
He's leading the board.
A number of people.
He's leading the board.
No. At the board meeting, there are contributions. So if you have a person, a difference with me as a manager of this one, and just say everybody here has failed.
No,
I'm saying that if you think that the CEO has been successful,
the actions of the board chairman lead to a lot of things.
So,
because of how
if you agree,
it is the way manager say that's a me. You know what issue? Who and Abia, I know issue. But what man yasem?
So at the end of the day,
how was what carry?
At the end of the day, rate 2 performance.
I'm not talking about
the leader.
And now is not part of the board. But okay, I will see one person.
No.
I'm talking about the board and the Juma tax at the Mawomo. And someone and I can, you know. Catch me say, that's some of the board members were not. No one just here. And I said they need not to be there.
I did taxing anymore.
And because Otuo for say rebuild Asante Kotoko brand.
It's Kotoko rebuilt.
To the management and yes.
You can't take management away from the board.
No, and he was talking about say, if Nanaya goes today, Sunday man goes back to say, because I said nothing has been done.
Because ideally, Nanaya is executing the mandate of the board. What the board has asked him to do.
So
any move about board name prince why he cannot do anything.
So I can put it.
Let me give you an example. When a sign check, Nania he doesn't sign checks, and anything he has done, including Basa or Kwakoyeno, he needed the approval of the board.
So maybe
and the board gave approval.
Maybe some of the board members, including the board chairman.
Entina make as the captain. This is a board of 11 or 12 people. You may have a difference with one person or two. But if you are rating the board in general, you're very adjuma CEO na ye no. A board no and a man approval to do.
So I can say some of the board members, including the board chairman, did not understand the message from Otuo or intentionally decided to go away.
If I disagree with you on an approach, you cannot say I don't.
How can you? You're more taxi. You disagree. So say if Asante Kotoko Boka hotel, players at that hotel. First of all, it's good to put players in hotels anytime. Now what decided say you better mania apartment for the players.
Okay, so what it means is that Onufo say
Munda Hotel, I can pay for
Munda Hotel. Why?
Who can pay for it? The bottom will pay for it.
Maybe Obekas will be.
And now say,
and that's the standard.
And now say, the standard of where they were living. I was so tell baby, I don't got it.
And I can put it to you. And I say, oh yeah, baby, a place and they.
Before that,
so I'm saying that when we are doing cost benefit and we had traveled to Everton on several occasions. Now he put us in a 3-4 star hotel. To Obinobeka say a waste of money.
Onufu said the brand.
Onufu said the brand needs to be here. Onufu said baby I'm crowd area. So he want to put you in a certain hotel and one class. So I'm saying that I'm not saying that Nana Adie. But the board chairman probably disagreed with him on certain grounds. And your cost on Guani they consider.
You disagree with me on a lot of things. But I am for hatred.
It is the differences. As the board chairman said he hates him.
No, but Nanaya says on to me in Kase.
It is one Nanaya outside. Maybe a board chairman he has no issue with him.
I could do another board member.
Differences are always there. Differences there.
It doesn't go to hatred.
Don't have issues with people.
Yeah, and I'm saying, you may disagree with me on a certain aspect. But do you disagree? Do you hate me?
Harry Kojana baby ni asinti siasia no so minim so pemasema na pemasema. They have to listen to you. Now the moment Rebecca says I'm just those are personal issues. And I'm the moment that Rebecca just assemble. Yeah, now man in Kwasakwa. Assemble ye nipa de assemble ho.
Mizoto. Assemble
as humans as we are.
Mizoto assemble ho. Oh, but say the players go to apartment. Well, me feel apartment ebia ankomoda hotel na nkeye. At the end of the day apartment now winning. You for muko apartment it ends there. Kotoko moves on. But here it becomes a problem as he addressing at a board meeting.
Zasia, wanna say Kotoko didn't move on.
Huh? Wanna say
Kotoko move on.
But at any point
why sign a check? I'm not
talking about
is it the board chairman or the senior?
That's all and a day Abufuaba.
We are human beings.
Oh,
let us not pretend. Don't you have problem with anybody? Me too. I don't have any problem. Me no be asem.
Okay.
You see, if you are a leader, you can't even say that Kasana and Ipakrono and show disrespect, and you expect the person to come and apologize if he doesn't come. You may have a difference with him. Let us not pretend. We are human beings.
But Federer and I can at the board with your raising was only asem.
And it was only asem when you had asem.
Was only asem until Nana I bafo Pusino. As an other me problem anyway. But me free say pay the to oh so we can the
at the end of womb.
Huh? Are you telling me all is well as no, are you telling me all is well as
I'm saying that when they put people up to
come back to the successes of the CEO.
You put to have any panya juma. And
I understand.
There could be differences every day.
I understand.
The work must be done. Is the work not done?
I understand. Maybe Dr. Kwame Baniako can say, come on, Nana Sylvester Nana Bantman will say they are tolerating each other. I'm also had a problem with that. And because I have a problem with say, I don't have to be friend with you and I'm not your
So now what is the problem?
So me say when it is that sad you know into it has affected
you have never given a single example
unless you are not telling me say Nanaya is struggling because of these things.
What is struggling because of what? There
cause for hatred from the board chairman and some of the board members. Unless somebody is not telling me.
Don't do those conclusions.
Oh, Mr. Otuo.
Nana didn't say the board chairman hates him.
What's on to me? Kaso didn't ask him.
Now no you are some hatred. Please.
Please.
You can make like.
Unresolved issue between the two of us. It doesn't mean I hate you. At the end of the when somebody says that I have an issue with your friend Dennis, it doesn't mean I hate him or he hates me.
And I'm saying hatred.
I have a difference with him on a subject matter.
Unless you are not trying to, you can't. Some say this is it here. As a name of the suffering, this management. Now I go through a crime. Ghana.
What is that suffering?
Baby, I be free back. Mr. Otuo, I cannot pinpoint in Yama, but
you are not used to relationship between CEOs and board.
Mr. Otuo,
ask the MDs and the CEOs of the rural banks. You see, when two coaches report, you won't get all of them supporting your idea.
I understand.
So I'm saying that.
I understand.
I understand. You do meeting as I
understand.
It's there.
I understand. But let's not pretend say you knew the course system.
What are we pretending?
Just that I am only being professional. I don't want to mention some nyama course kroma. Because of
don't get emotional. Don't get emotional. I'm saying that you differences in understanding these things. If you're a leader, and I the Juma shows say yeah, and you need to pay your style. O board now reporting mom you book who and because first of all you man be away on good. But I'm saying that should not constitute your success or failure. Especially when the man himself said that a very good relationship with about 85 to 90% of the board.
That's a massive.
So why are we I'm using wasting our time on the 10-15%? What I say? It doesn't matter for me because it is very difficult for you to get 100% supporting you. So why are we dwelling on the 10-15%?
But to my understanding, you smooth sir, and you simple.
And yet the behind smooth. You see, talk to Nanaya himself close. He understand these things. Say a big crown and any poster be on a day, and any cast be on a day. He might have stepped on those and apologize to them. But Obi Captain, Obi Oyane Bonia, on fan check your
mean.
There are people like that.
Yeah.
On fan chowder. But I'm saying that life goes on. And you know, the fact that on one rating 85 to 19 for me it means that there's a good relationship with the boss.
Yeah.
And to me, can't say minimum asem na woka. I know there are issues there. But the generality of it is that the board has helped him to achieve. That's my point.
Well, I don't think it's sustainable, honestly. I don't think it's sustainable. If Nanaya leaves the scene today, Kotokobesan go back.
How?
That is what you think.
Kotokobesan go back.
Ebisu ana go back.
Well, Ebisu, I like what is coming.
Ebisu.
So we are only hoping that a bit more sustainable. A bit more sustainable. My biggest one will be the message by no can't say men can say handing over and something like that.
So there's a difference between
handover notes and document at the Secretariat.
Mr. Otuo, is it the best way to go?
Which one?
When Obogunti and them leave office, Tawana, the board chairman, Dr. Kwame Ebano. Mr. Otuo, they did everything perfectly to the extent that they took him even run to the Secretariat. Office by office. Right? Office by office.
Any devil's advocate here? Devil's advocate well played. See that?
That suggests a winning baby now.
Angle, no. Okay, but for you know my position.
Of course,
say you can't get everybody like you know.
And yes.
Oh, that one I agree.
And he said, "Oh yeah, Juma, me I don't get distracted because somebody likes me."
85%.
He likes me or he doesn't. here conviction. Me once I'm convinced I'm doing the right thing, I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I know.
So that is my position. And I have had few discussions with him, and that anytime I had the opportunity to encourage, I say, Chief, you don't get everybody. Yeah, your system we. Oh yeah, the papa no. So expect that you won't get it. The only thing you should be focused and do what you do.
Understand the two cano. But when be so visible, say I don't know. Are you too clear? Say I free the bar level. About to this. So I don't.
Nyame me power to direct who speaks. That is
so producer na kasa no.
Nyame na dia chem.
So producer na kasa no.
We tell you kasa na you kasa. Enti we say broni here on the console no. Aba me ni. Timi do microphone.
Na bibi ntimanya opportunity and tie full interview no, but makenkan except kakra ne some voice here a security kakra. Me first you say nana yaw. If, and I'm using my words carefully, if probably is not continuing, he will look behind his shoulders and say, I did well under the circumstances. And one of the me drop me pick it from Ninkomodi anymore and say at least maybe a free bar, maybe some of the two kotoko. But I understand it's already this scene and so any challenges ebi or encounter in his work any day with me achieve you know obetuma ka say ebi the young man did his best for the club, and you know one of the things I'm doing here obetuma ka say ebi and say or was mindset and as I thinking now I will not begrudge him because clearly or put you in place some certain maybe a normal whether or no or any other person the opportunity for the club is that there are the chances for you to develop or build up on it. If you say and also so idea and nanka for continuity's sake any senebeya dachi team no benyan and tuma you need people like Nanayao senebeya santo no. I mean with that kind of mindset approaches Tama oka sembi I think he's living something na ebe me ya pa say bi ase oni hom po a obi ba ontimi nto aso, and that has to do with the Fabu census thing because yes media minister circus ni adwuma pa ntimi say na circus no wo and isuade hu say on pese omo register supporters no in a way bi ema e bi apart from so mo put number together no e be also generative funds but approach na ya be enhance no man e be a bit more easier and e be resourceful to the club because time information am e say at a point in time my period no me 100 sure but Fabu census sikano ebe boa team no ye pa okay na say mu bi hu asem bae na supporters no for say sikano ya je de kotu baby na edu baby no na just say the management always had to fall on inflow na eba no na ama recurrent expenditure with the club no etimi aso so mu kakra and it is one idea na abegja team no a can be me say or no so be flow whichever direction be ekobiano it has to be sustained. For instance adako jachi baby awode adu bia no whoever comes must continue and at least lift it to another level a betima boama e be befiti the image of this club. Any other things adeba kwa misrodima obi obebe bia how the person will sustain monthly wages no because of a model na I decided say obe operating no. On say the model no a bit different.
So I say about 350,000
every month bia.
So market 3.5 billion.
Enti e say obi obe bia no should be ready
salary
say every month bia no with 350,000 say and that is a good money to pay every month. Most me bia busumi bia enti tama me de eno interview no kakra me fafi mu no and he say Nanaya can beat his chest and say me buy no deɛ mepɛ sɛ meyɛ wɔ kɔtɔkɔ no sɛ mentumi anyɛ ne nyinaa kora na mayɛ bi a mɛtumi gyina baabi aka sɛ mayɛ adeɛ I think ɛno deɛ he can say that nti ɛno yɛ kakra on the interview no tama sɛ kwan wɔ hɔ no bi a mɛtumi movie kakra
movie kakra wɔ 60 seconds nti movie
tama prɛmu bɛto prɛmu nso nya to pɛ na day no ɛm sɛ yɛti asi baabi a yɛwie day no mu baa nkakrakra no mene wo kasa yi sɛ bia sɛ sia yi na bia sɛ wo nya message bi anase bia sɛ both Tamale City and King Faisal nya message bi a but the appeal decision me say no omo tena so but the verdict has not been communicated to the two clubs as of now me pese me ka say me ti ha mi bia betima ba say sisi ya abade a but kakra me wa nya na me ye hoduma bisa it appears say still has not been communicated tama I'm not comfortable with it me nya ebia King Faisal for were threatening say ya ye be court ebia omo ntimi nko court no but it still has the potential say ebetimi affect even next season commencement ni all other things that will come with it entika me sre FA for penny for no say omo committee na tena asem no so wie dia ka by close of the day there ka omo release verdict no there some easiness kakraba because there seems to be some uneasiness ni tension kakra ni a whole lot of things are surrounding omo brand no ni nyina akra no enya dia eboa brand no their brand image and all that comes with it and I'm appealing with the FA4 no say omo here bi na we pa kasa o kasa mingle
and me brother penny birthday Brakwabna Italian burger
yeah my kind
of so ne koye yi obiso ne ma me ne free Sunday ne birthday happy there's a party na chief super so birthday no rampiani statesman wari Sunday
statesman wari Sunday
Sunday me kuma se na hadwena
ban was all kuma se
da man dey say here bit ma
you don't I prince boy ba ko so prince amankwa
ba traffic no about train
on the prince amankwa dey na daso no
yenke dey you go na the picture na
prince amankwa and then birthday
picture na kodija that him lunch no baso
that him
on the 18th of June
I'm for
that was Gmo
I'm for
18th na kwala 35 yeah pa omontuma who said they were over 500
yes in your so
number 35
you know go
that be mam number 20 18 kwala 35 no mba be show ba ye pa hontuma with our sponsors near the Kumasi me honorable Samuel Pine and Judge Kumpala Woman a special guest and I feel units not antenna. Okay, open details are 0242087473 0242087473 in the statesman the baby John echna and mami nyako head of program my kwan say yenko pakiki na yenko commentary no ewo angoma so high tension
yes
so nyama kwan sa de otimi yebi
ohima o ma kwan dia wa
se see news no of our Pong aka UK
wa bi kwan
ne ma nyako sika obu